Okay, hey, everybody, this is Owen and
Hey, I'm Gravy. How's it going?
Gravy George. Welcome back to the second episode of Saturday Night Geek Podcast. I apologize for not having a podcast last week. Severe weather shut us down.
Yes.
We had some severe warnings, possibly tornadoes, and I don't think either one of us wanted to walk out and possibly get picked up and headed off to the wonderful land of Oz.
No.
I mean, I would have liked to hung out with the Munchkins and gone to Emerald City, but I mean, I really wouldn't like to deal with the evil witch. But anyway, we are back, and we are hyped up this week because, as you probably can tell by my shirt, Marvel's Avengers Age of Ultron came out Friday, and
I saw it last night, and I gotta say, it met all of my expectations for it. I've been looking forward to this all year, speculating on everything that they put out, and it lived up to every single one of my expectations. This was a fantastic movie. We should say, before we proceed, that this episode is going to be spoiler-tastic. If you haven't seen the movie, probably shouldn't watch this.
Of our two viewers that I know I think are watching, I don't think that's going to be a problem. But if you haven't seen the movie, pause this, go watch the movie,
yes,
and then immediately come right. It won't be live by the time you get back because we have a party going to be happening in about an hour. And also, if you hear noise out there, we apologize. That is Gravy's roommate and his friend playing. What was it, Injustice?
Injustice.
Yes, Injustice.
Gods Among Us.
I have yet to play that, but
it's a great game.
I mean, I played a little bit of it, but like I don't have it like physically. Okay, so Avengers. Wow, it's just I loved the first one. I loved all the movies leading up to this one. And Avengers: Age of Ultron was just absolutely beautiful. I thought it was really interesting that they started off right in the middle of some action.
Yeah.
I just lost my train of thought. As you can see, we're not totally professionals yet.
No, not quite. But I think that Avengers 2 did a lot of things that Avengers 1 did not, which was great. It really fulfilled those things for me. So we got some plot development or some character development for characters that were kind of shallow, kind of one-sided before, like Black Widow,
Hawkeye, who surprisingly who's married.
Very big surprise there, but it makes us care about the character.
Now I'm going to go out and say this. The movie was actually spoiled for me.
Really?
Yes.
By who?
Some guy from England about a week ago when the movie came out in England. Some a-hole on one of the movie groups I'm on Facebook decided to go in and just post that Quicksilver dies, Hulk disappears. And I was really upset because I was really hoping Quicksilver would, in fact, live and become a legit Avenger because I liked Quicksilver.
Mm-hmm.
So, thanks, asshole in England, for spoiling my fun.
Thought we didn't have to deal with the English anymore. That's why we came in our own country.
The podcast may contain a little bit of profanity. I should have mentioned that earlier. Sorry for those younger viewers. Sue me. I dare you. Anyway. Let's see. Well, we got some news we can do. Give me a second. I apologize. I need to test one. George, just go ahead and talk about what you thought else about Avengers.
Okay, so another thing. The great debate about whether Loki's staff contained an Infinity Stone or not has finally been settled. We did learn that it was the Mind Stone inside, and that blew my mind. Just no pun intended. The Mind Stone blew my mind. I did not expect to see an Infinity Stone in this movie, so that came as a big surprise to me. I love the fact that it was because of the Infinity Stone that they were able to create the Ultron and later create the Vision. I think the Vision totally stole the show.
Vision was just beautiful.
Absolutely, all of the scenes were great. I love his moralistic character.
Yes.
My entire theater, I don't know if this happened in your theater, but when Vision is just calmly saying, I can never convince you to trust me, and then casually hands Thor's hammer to Thor, my entire theater goes, oh! And there was just like this moment. The whole theater became a vacuum.
Yeah.
My
theater wasn't like that. I mean, they all just laughed. Just because of all the dumbfounded faces, what? But speaking of Thor's hammer, I really thought it was kind of funny with that little scene they did.
Yes.
They're trying to. Yes. It's like I love Scarlett Johansson's response. Like, oh, I think we all know the answer to that one.
That's the theme that they teased way back at the Comic-Con when they first saw. I remember all those months ago listening to the leaked audio version of that. So finally seeing that in theaters was great.
I still remember trying to make sense of, okay, what the hell are they talking about? It could be about 1,000 possibilities, and a couple of them in my mind are slightly dirty, but I hardly think that's not it. But I think our audience gets the hang of what we're kind of talking about here. But anyway, let's kind of talk about like the upcoming Avengers movies.
Okay. Well, obviously we got a teaser for Avengers 3.
Yes,
which is exciting.
Infinity War, the 2-part movie. But Captain America: Civil War is first up, and they actually just began shooting just a few days ago.
Yes.
I think also in Avengers we kind of got to see a little bit of a Civil War kind of start to brew between Steve and Tony.
Yeah. Steve is now leading his own team of the new Avengers, which is exciting. New lineup.
And speaking on that subject, I was really, really disappointed in Joss Whedon. If you watch this, why did you tease us? Because in the end of the movie, they got all the Avengers. They have Scarlet Witch, the Falcon, War Machine, Scarlett Johansson, Captain America, Vision. Wow, they really. I just think about it. It's like, now, what this team is like. The original team really just did disband because Hawkeye went home to his wife. Hulk is who knows where. Iron Man's like, I'll see you guys later. Call me if you need me, but try not to bug my ass. Which
Iron Man's been trying to leave for a while.
Yeah,
like Iron Man 3 was all about him like being done with superheroing and the whole Ultron program. He wants to replace the Avengers. So. I'm wondering how that's going to play out as far as Civil War, because in the comics, he's the one who wants the superheroes to become part of the government. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It's interesting.
Actually, hold on. Before we move on with Civil War, we forgot Ant-Man.
Oh, the Ant-Man.
Yes.
Ant-Man. What were the reactions to the trailer like in your theater?
Well, I actually walked in. I was a little bit late coming in, and it was I came in like last 30 seconds of the trailer, so I just kind of stand and watched it. It was the scene where we had Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yes.
Thomas the Tank Engine confirmed. Almost roll over Ant-Man.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Thomas the Tank Engine confirmed for Avengers.
Yes, I want him on the new Avengers lineup. Yes. I think he wants we need his own.
We need his own Marvel movie.
Thomas the Tank Engine, the hype train.
Thomas versus cows. The ever devil of trains, cows, and impassable objects.
Yes. Anyway, I thought it had a really good reaction in my theater. I had already seen it when it premiered online, so I thought it was an excellent trailer. But my theater, they responded well. They laughed, and they seemed really engaged. So it's good to see Ant-Man finally getting some respect.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody's beating down on Ant-Man, saying, "Oh, is it going to be Marvel's first bad movie? Whatever." I think, all of you, it's going to be amazing, just like everything else.
I mean, I think the thing is, one reason I think a lot of people aren't really excited about it is because it looks too comical in like the first trailer. They kind of making it look a little bit comical.
Yeah.
Which Marvel's prone to.
Look at Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I mean that's
the end of that movie is a dance battle. Like I mean,
dance off, bro.
Seriously, they cast Chris Pratt as Star-Lord. I mean. How are people? And people, I just want to say, people were skeptical about that too.
Yes,
they're skeptical. They were like, Guardians of the Galaxy.
I was one of them. I was one of those skeptical people because I watched the trailer the first time thinking, "The hell is this?"
Exactly.
It's like, what the hell, Marvel? It's like, come on, Marvel, do something good. And then I watched another trailer thinking, this doesn't look bad. So I watched the first and second trailers. I didn't watch anything. I'll usually watch a couple of clips if they pop online, but I didn't watch anything because I didn't know anything about these guys. I thought, I just kind of want to keep myself surprised. I love every single second of that movie.
It's really fantastic. Really wonderful.
For a while, it was my favorite movie of last year up until Imitation Game came out, which I absolutely loved. That's another great World War II kind of era movie. For those of you who haven't seen it, It's all about the Alan Turing creating the first computer to beat the Nazi Enigma code machine, which experts believe about shortened the war by about 2.5 years.
Nice.
I've read part of the book that they based the movie off of, and it's pretty cool. Turing was gay, as you find out in the movie, and he was admitted to electronic shock treatment for this.
Yikes.
And after 2 years of starting treatment, he committed suicide. But without him, but with what he did in World War II, helped create these wonderful machines called computers and this wonderful thing called the internet, which we are glad to share our thoughts with you people.
It's Derby Day. I'm excited.
Yeah, go American Pharoah. For those of you who don't know what the hell Derby is, it's basically the most exciting 2 minutes in sports, as most experts call it. It's basically a giant horse race we have in Kentucky.
It's a big thing.
Kentucky proud.
Just got back from a Derby party. That's why I'm channeling.
Yeah, I just got back from the comic book store.
I'm channeling the 11th Doctor through the bow tie right now.
I'm channeling my wonderful excitement for the Avengers with this, and the fact that I did pick up Civil War.
Nice.
Which I'm still in the middle of reading. What do I feel like I have something else in here that I can show off? Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, I do. I don't know if Mr. George has seen this yet, but hold on.
What is happening?
We'll turn off that light behind you, George.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a secret I'd like to announce. I am Iron Man. Is this not like the coolest thing ever?
Okay, that's pretty boss. That's pretty boss.
Yeah, I paid $20 for this. It came with like the Iron Man 3 T-shirt.
All right.
And I got this to go along with it, and I wear this every so often. I've worn it a couple of times around campus. I've got some really cool responses from people from it. Like mostly is, "Where in the hell did you get that?" Or "The hell are you wearing?" Because apparently a lot of people aren't so toned into the what the hell's Iron Man.
I figured he was just a popular character nowadays.
Yeah,
should be anyway. If you don't know who Iron Man is, what are you even doing? Like, where have you been?
I almost wore this yesterday to the movie, but I kind of forgot about it. I couldn't find it. Let me take this off because there it goes.
It was Free Comic Book Day.
Yes, it was.
So that's exciting.
I spent about $20 worth of merchandise at the comic book store.
My local comic book shop was out. They were out at the Avengers premiere, giving out free comic books. So I picked up the Iron Man. This is the 30th anniversary issue, so it's pretty cool. I got this Infinity, so looking forward to reading those.
I actually almost did bring what the hell I bought, but I thought no, we may not have time for that. But now I kind of regret it now that you did it. But I did get Civil War a couple days ago, so that was. I've read a little bit of it. Okay, Beanie, get off there. I've read a little bit of Civil War. It's all right. It's pretty cool. I'm excited to see how. Okay.
You should make sure you read the tie-ins as well. Those are good.
Yeah. Definitely gonna get the Iron Man and Captain America ones to read.
Yeah. I loved reading Civil War. I read all the tie-ins. I read it electronically. So
nice.
Anyway,
anyway, back to our Marvel Cinematic Universe kind of.
Yes.
What up? Coming up next after Guardians of the Galaxy I'm so excited for the sequel. Captain America Civil War is Doctor Strange, which I believe is where we're going to get our final. It was just my prediction. We're still, 2 years? Yeah, about 2 years.
We have 2 more gems.
No, we're about, we have 2 more gems to go through. We're a little bit, just under 2 years out. No, wait a minute, no, we're only 1 gem.
No, we got 2 more. There's the Soul Gem and
why am I thinking there's
the Time Gem. There's 6 ones.
Oh, why am I thinking there's 5?
There's 1 for each finger of the Infinity Gauntlet, and then on the back.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
yeah, that's right. So I'm predicting we're gonna get one with Doctor Strange, and then another one with either Thor or Guardians. I don't know what they're gonna do with Spider-Man. We'll get to that when we get there.
I think my prediction is the Soul Gem will show up in Guardians of the Galaxy with Adam Warlock. We haven't gotten a lot of information about the sequel yet, except the director, James Gunn, has said that it's going to be edgy, which is interesting. Some people on the internet, a lot of chatter about maybe we'll see the antagonist be the Universal Church of Truth.
Chris Pratt has also confirmed that he will be back as the beautiful, beautiful person known as who? Star-Lord. Who? That Guardians was just packed with awesomeness. So
it was fantastic.
I think the one thing people are more excited to see than the movie itself is the soundtrack.
Yes.
Because
awesome.
that soundtrack, in my opinion, is one of the best soundtracks ever. I actually have to re-download the entire soundtrack because I got a new computer a few weeks ago and I had to delete all of my music, sadly. So I have to go back and get Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack, which I'll probably do tomorrow.
Oh dang, we've been going for a while, haven't we?
Yeah, wow. No, we've only been going for like 20 minutes.
That's pretty. Yeah, okay.
Because we only started like.
Thought we started at 8. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say, damn, we've really been. Okay, let's get back on track. So, untitled Spider-Man film.
Yes.
Oh, this is the one I'm a little bit worried about.
Really? What are your fears?
That Sony's gonna fuck it up.
Hopefully, with Marvel's loving guidance, they can get off of their asses and actually.
Don't make it Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
I mean, just.
So we have been getting some information,
And also apologize to that sound out that way. There is a Greek fraternity.
Frat house next door. It's awful. I live here, and anyway. Yeah.
So I think you're a little bit more tuned in to the Spider-Man movie. So why don't you take this one, George?
Yeah. So when we first found out that they were going to be doing a new Spider-Man film, there was a lot of questioning about whether it was going to be Peter Parker again or whether they should make him different than the other movies by making him Miles Morales as the Ultimate Spider-Man.
Which I would love.
He is an interesting character. Personally, Peter Parker's my favorite, though.
Yeah.
So kind of, and they did confirm that will be Peter Parker in high school. So they'll be focusing more on his high school career,
which I think will be cool because the first 3 Spider-Man movies, we saw him 1 year in high school and then college, and which it was all right. But Andrew Garfield's, they really didn't even do anything with high school either. Mm-hmm. They just had the first movie was high school, and then the second movie was him graduating.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be cool to see Peter Parker actually a little bit more in high school because a lot of the comic book did take place when he was in high school.
Yes.
So, I really hope they do a good job with his origin story.
They're not actually doing his origin story.
Really?
They are going to take it for granted that everybody just kind of knows his origin story. They might do a couple flashbacks just to show, Uncle Ben, that whatever. But they're not going to have an extended origin story. He's already set up. Actually, Kevin Feige has announced that he's already in the universe. He said there's already a kid swinging around New York in a homemade version of the Spider-Man costume. We just don't know it yet. So he's already out there.
Maybe in a special edition of Avengers: Age of Ultron, if they show they'll have a Spider-Man swinging through.
Oh, that would be an awesome Easter egg. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you saw the fake Avengers: Age of Ultron end credit scene with Spider-Man. That was the internet kind of blew up about that. Some people were like, "Is it real?" And
part of me was kind of hoping it was real because I'm thinking. Don't get me wrong. I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man was one of the first. I think it was the first superhero action figure I actually ever bought. I still have it, although the hands are a little bit chewed up because I was 3 and I ate everything. But I still have it. I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man's awesome, but he's not my absolute favorite.
Mm.
Captain America and Iron Man are my 2 favorites. But it's always a lot of fun to dress up as Spider-Man because I did dress up as Spider-Man for a cosplay. I did his kind of running around the streets with just got out of school with the backpack on.
Nice.
And I actually got in a couple of promotional videos for a comic book convention through that. A lot of people asked for some pictures and everything. So
righteous.
That was it's pretty cool.
Funny story. I I used to work at a camp, and I once convinced about 50 third graders that I was Spider-Man. It just kind of spiraled. Like some kid, Spider-Man 2 had just come out, Amazing Spider-Man 2. And somebody was like, hey, you look like Spider-Man from the movie. And I was like, I'll let you in on a secret. I am Spider-Man. Like, no, you're not. If you were Spider-Man, then you would have like a fancy camera and you'd take a picture. So I went and got my fancy camera and was like, hey, smile for the Bugle.
And you kind of look like you could work for a newspaper. Maybe he is. Are you Spider-Man?
No comment.
Ooh. We may have to get you dressed up as Spider-Man for an episode. We may have to do him a cosplay episode. We may have to do. I may have to, since I'm a film major, I may have to cast you as a Spider-Man.
That would
role.
Be a dream come true.
All right.
Let's do that. Let's make that happen.
Breaking news. Gravy here is now my Spider-Man. Anyway, but speaking of, on the topic of pretending to be Spider-Man, when I was little, on my 6th birthday party, it was a surprise party. My dad had actually just taken me to see the first Spider-Man. I got home, there was a surprise party for me. My mom actually had a Spider-Man cake made for me. My dad said he needed to go back to work because he had to go do something there. Since he worked with football, he had to go check on a player, is what he said. But unknown to me, right down the street, he went down the street to a friend's house and changed into a Spider-Man costume. For the next 4 years, he would come to my birthday parties as dressed up as Spider-Man.
That's awesome.
And he would also do it for some of the other kids' parties in our neighborhood, just because they knew how much he loved him. And then I remember one year he brought a box into my room. It's like, these are for you. Passing it on. I opened up, here's a Spider-Man costume. So it's passed on down. I still have it. I will gladly dress up as Spider-Man for my kids' birthday parties.
That's fantastic.
So yeah, I'm going to keep the family tradition rolling.
All right.
So, and then the next movie we have in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is Thor Ragnarok. Or for you people who don't know a lot about Greek mythology.
Norse.
Or Norse mythology.
Norse mythology.
That's my apologies. Norse mythology. Ragnarok is their word for the end of days. Or
yes.
like the end of the world. So it's been confirmed that Loki will be in Ragnarok. I think has kind of been leaked, hinted at the end of Dark World. Loki was actually supposed to be in Avengers Age of Ultron. They had a scene filmed, but Whedon said it just really didn't work out very well. So we'll probably see it as a deleted scene on the DVD. And
I hope they do an extended cut.
Speaking of that, on that subject, it has been confirmed that there is an extended edition coming to DVD plus an alternate ending.
Alternate? All right. So, I heard about this scene they did with Hulk. Have you heard about the Hulk scene that they cut?
No.
They did a scene with Hulk. That sounds amazing, but it just didn't fit into the final cut of the movie. But basically, it's like kind of one of the last scenes with Ultron, and Iron Man flies up to Ultron, and Ultron's saying something like talking about trying to make him angry or something, and then you hear Iron Man say, "I'm always angry," and then Hulk bursts out of the Iron Man suit, like he hulks out in the suit. I've heard that this was an actual scene that they rendered and everything, that it just didn't make it into the final movie. Sounds amazing.
So anyway, with Thor Ragnarok, comes out November 3rd, 2017. I know we kind of really didn't go back and say the other dates, but oh well. But that one I'm not the biggest Thor fan. I think Thor is kind of like like one of those not the best, but it's Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, I mean, he's awesome, and Natalie Portman. And Natalie Portman, she was my first celebrity crush. I will admit, she is a beautiful, beautiful woman.
And she looks tiny next to Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah. And then we have the big movie that we're all going to be waiting for now, which is Avengers: Infinity War, Part Uno, 2018.
So it's going to be interesting seeing everybody come together. I think we'll probably have like kind of the new Avengers, like we saw at the end of Ultron, as part one. Basically, they'll be the main focus, kind of Captain America's team. By the second part, they'll have to call in everybody.
Oh yeah.
We're going to need Ant-Man. We're going to need Black Panther. We're going to need Iron Man's going to have to come back. Hulk's going to have to come back. Yeah, maybe we'll
finally get the Avengers assemble.
Yeah.
Now.
Everybody. I mean, just absolutely everyone, because it's going to be bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna after I finish Civil War, I think I'm gonna pick up a Infinity War. Infinity Gauntlet.
Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah, it's a great. I've read that one as well. It's a great little story arc.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Then we got Black Panther. Finally,
yes,
Black Panther. Chadwick Boseman, who is, I think a lot of people know him as Jackie Robinson in the movie 42, which is a great baseball movie. I really enjoyed it. It also stars Harrison Ford, as Indiana Jones, and of course, the President of the United States. And, of course, Han Solo. So, and then we got Captain Marvel, which is, I think it's going to be an interesting movie to see.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, seeing some more Kree experimentation on humans, because we've been getting that teased in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., if you've been keeping up with that.
I have not, sadly. I'm behind.
Well, I won't spoil anything, but there is some Kree involvement in the series now, so... That's it's interesting how it's playing out.
Then we're gonna get Avengers: Infinity War Part Dos.
Yes.
So that'll be cool. And then we're gonna get the Inhumans. So that'll be fun.
Yes. I don't think a lot of people are very familiar with the Inhumans.
I'm not really that familiar with them either, but
they're working on establishing them. They've already laid the seeds now. It's amazing how quickly. Or how far ahead that they plan these things, but there are already Inhumans in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah. And then after that, we're going to be getting, no, that's actually it up to 2019, but Marvel said they have, we've got everything, we know pretty much what we're doing up till like 2027.
All right, so let's speculate a little bit.
Okay.
What do you think Phase 4 will be like? What's the main story arc?
I'd love to see a Planet Hulk movie.
Oh, me too. You know, when he was in the Quinjet flying away, I was like, what if he just kept flying into space? Of course, it wouldn't be the same as the original where they sent him, but it would have been amazing if he flew into space.
Well, he is Dr. Bruce Banner, so he could take the crashed aircraft and build his own freaking spacecraft with it.
That would be amazing.
I would love to see a Planet Hulk.
We need a Planet Hulk movie, Marvel. Please make it happen.
I know. There has been a confirmation of the fact that, well, whoever, I think it's Paramount who owns the rights to the Hulk movies, but whoever owns the rights to the Hulk movies, really isn't up for giving them away just yet. But Marvel is trying to work on that. So hopefully we will get a Mark Ruffalo solo film, because this is the first time we've had Hulk played by the same actor more than once.
Yes.
Finally. I think we have finally found our Hulk. And his name is Mark Ruffalo.
He was very good in Age of Ultron.
I love Hulk.
I loved the character development and the depth and the little love relationship. I thought it was going to be forced. I actually liked the ScarJo and Ruffalo.
I would love to see Moon Knight worked into the movie.
Oh yes, Moon Knight. I think Netflix series for Moon Knight, so they can make it as violent as Daredevil was.
Yes. Did you actually ever finish Daredevil?
I am 2 episodes out.
So I assume you have. So I assume you've already done through the avocados at law.
Yes. I've been waiting. Best damn avocados.
I was waiting to say that so you understand, because remember last podcast George had only seen the first 2 episodes, so it's like I'd say avocados at law, he'd be like, "What the hell kind of drug are you on?" But yes, avocados at law. And on that subject, I have to pull up a picture that I think you're gonna find kind of funny. Let's see, hold on, if I haven't deleted it. Maybe I did delete it. Hold on. George, what about you? What do you think for Phase 4?
Just pure, like, in a dream world.
Mm-hmm.
I think, okay, so let's say Fantastic Four flops. The Fox picture, Fantastic Four that's coming out. Say that flops. They're so desperate for money, they actually sell back the rights to Silver Surfer and Galactus.
Ooh.
So the main story arc is Galactus. So, okay, I think we start out, all right, Phase 4, we start out another Guardians of the Galaxy film where they're kind of going around from planet to planet, cleaning up basically the mess of Infinity War. Still helping people recover from...
I'm pretty darn sure we're going to get a Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
I hope so. It's one of the most successful Marvel movies, and it deserves it.
Yeah. Because Chris Pratt has said that he will gladly play Star-Lord for whenever they do another, for like his whole life. So we could be,
fantastic.
so like 80 years from now, we could see an old, like elderly Star-Lord like, "Yeah, hooked on your feeling," or something like that. But I doubt he's gonna go for that one. But you never know. I mean, Chris Pratt just maybe rolling around in a wheelchair at Star-Lord's like, who? I don't know. But
so I think a great villain for that film would be Terrax.
ooh.
One of the Heralds of Galactus comes to herald Galactus to the planet. We don't actually see Galactus in the first film. We only hear hints of him, okay? Just kind of laying the seeds, how Marvel likes to do.
Yeah.
So they defeat Terrax, whatever, and it's just kind of this underlying current throughout all the other movies. And then finally we get Avengers 4, The Coming of Galactus.
Ooh.
Or, alternative title, The World Eater.
I think we should write the script and send it in to Marvel.
Let's do it. And I want to see a Silver Surfer film in there.
Yes.
A Silver Surfer solo film.
I'd love to see, if they do a Guardians of the Galaxy 3, have Silver Surfer come in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, I think his interaction would be fantastic because Guardians, they're kind of goofy, and Silver Surfer is not known for his sense of humor.
Yeah.
He's kind of a philosophical character, kind of a very moralistic character. I want to see him like not under the thumb of Galactus. I want to see him against Galactus, or at least helping them to survive Galactus.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to see him as an antagonist like he was in the old Fantastic Four film.
There has been in 2013, Marvel had been reported on working for a script for Blade.
It'll be awesome to see him kind of bring in the horror element with the vampires.
Another one I'd love to see would be like a just for a solo film, a Black Widow solo film.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of interesting. But I mean, it's all speculation.
I'm hoping if Agent Carter gets picked up for a second series, we get some more background. Did you see Agent Carter?
I watched a couple of episodes, but I kind of stopped just because school.
Yeah, I got you. Well, we saw in Agent Carter some background as to where Black Widow came from. Actually, they went to the facility that she trained at, which we saw in Age of Ultron. That facility where the women were.
Yeah.
Oh,
you still doing the podcast?
Yeah, we're still doing the podcast.
Co-starring George's friend.
Oh,
I mean, you can come in and talk.
This is so unprofessional. You want to say something? I'm gonna go later. Don't worry about it. Jeez, it's so unprofessional. Oh my gosh.
Hopefully one day we get like our own hopefully we get like a legitimate studio with soundproofing. And
it's not just my bedroom.
We've done it. We've done this podcast twice. Once in a study room and George's bedroom.
Yes.
So maybe the third time we'll get like our own professional studio built in like a week.
Yeah, we could make that happen.
Are you a carpenter by chance? Because
if we sell the right to this Galactus idea, I think maybe.
I think we can knock out a script in a couple of days. What about you?
Yeah, I mean,
I think after this party, I think we could. Although we might be a little bit might be a little drunk, but I think the drunk us could possibly get a script working.
All right, let's do it.
All right, we're probably gonna have a lot of slurred shit in here, but you know what? Screw it.
We should do this podcast drunk next time.
That would be fun. That would be rather very interesting.
We should do a drunk review of a movie, or like if a new trailer comes out, we'll watch it for the first time drunk.
Or we should just
watch a reaction video.
Yes.
I think that would be hilarious.
I think we should just do watch a movie drunk.
Yeah.
And then kind of get a reaction what the fuck is this shit?
Like if you've seen The Drunk History. You've seen that?
Yeah.
I think those are funny. So yeah,
Saturday Night Geek Drunk Edition.
Just ideas. Let us know what you think about that.
Good thing nobody's watching this, because honestly, who's gonna watch a really unprofessional podcast?
Sometimes you just like to hear the sound of our voices, the dulcet tones of two college males.
Yeah, we should probably try to get a girl on here at some point.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
let's see. What else can we talk about? Oh, Kung Fury.
yes, I saw that trailer and thought it was hilarious.
For those of you who don't know what the hell we're talking about, Kung Fury is a little short film done by a Swedish. I believe it's Swedish.
You know more than me, man.
I believe it's a Swedish film company called Laser Unicorns. Awesome name. But it's a kind of like a parody of an 80s style action flick. Way over the top. Kind of got that techno kind of vibe to the music of it. It's basically the guy's got a kung fu renegade cop has to go back in time and kick Adolf Hitler's ass. But
Adolf Hitler is a kung fu master in this movie.
Kung Fuer.
Kung Fuer.
Kung Fuer. And to make it even more 80s and awesome, David Hasselhoff has provided a song for the movie. Here is a small sample. Burning hearts and a brand new feeling, action, and my voice just cracked, but oh, what the hell.
Oh my god.
So the movie comes out, I believe it's the 28th of May, so the end of May, end of this month. Be on the lookout for Kung Fury, which I think is going to be a really fun movie to enjoy. What else we could talk a little bit about Rogue One, the first Star Wars standalone film.
Saw a teaser for that.
The day after we did our first podcast, the teaser for Rogue One came out. Mm-hmm. It's not out officially, but there are some bootleg versions on the internet. The confirmed storyline is the stealing of the Death Star plans for the first Death Star. So I think that's going to be really, really cool to see.
Yeah.
I can't remember off the top of my head who's directing it, but the director said it will be war-based. It will be more ground combat. It's basically going to be putting the wars back in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Now, I've looked at a little bit of like the roster about like the crew coming to it, and it's very, very, very war movie based. We've got people from Act of Valor, Saving Private Ryan, stuff like that. So I'm excited to see a war-type Star Wars movie.
Yeah, it should
and
be.
No politics.
Yeah.
No major politics. Thanks, prequels. Prequels, you have to understand, politics were really the big focal point of that to make things work. Unlike, the original trilogy, which really just relied on more of a rebellion against the Empire. But, I can understand George Lucas's point of putting some politics in.
Just glad we don't have to sit through that again.
I'm just glad we don't have
These negotiations are over.
We have to disrupt all communications down there. Oh, those Nemoidians. Oh, crazy characters they are. But Rogue One, the trailer looks really cool. They have the Obi-Wan voice of I forgot what the line was. For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights are the guardians of peace and justice in the Old Republic before the dark times, before the Empire. Then they got this big Death Star coming right out of, which I'm guessing is going to be either Yavin or some unknown forest planet. So, also, and speaking of Star Wars planets, 2 new Star Wars planets are kind of slightly not really officially confirmed, but sort of kind of confirmed by the official Italian Star Wars Facebook page. A planetary map, which I'm guessing is going to play some role in the new trilogy of movies, was shown. And there were 2 new planets. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but I know one starts with a D. I think the other one starts with like an I or an L or something. But Jakku, which is the Tatooine-looking planet that we see in the trailer, is officially on there. Also, Kira is another planet that some people are looking at. Kira is supposedly the alternate name for Daisy Ridley's character, also known as Rey. I'm not gonna. That's about as far as I'm gonna go. I mean, you can speculate. I think I mentioned this in the first podcast. I've kind of gotten drawn into the spoiler realm of this movie. Sadly and unwillingly, I got drawn in and know about I've read about every possible rumor to the plot.
Yeah, there is a line between speculating, which is fun, and kind of where you get some spoilers. Some people are okay with that.
Yeah.
Some people will enjoy it just as much, no matter how much they know.
That's the kind of me,
I like to be surprised, so I like to speculate and then kind of back off when people start, really figuring it out and pegging it down. So Age of Ultron, before that came out, like a month beforehand, I didn't read any speculation or anything. I just kind of backed off.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I knew too much. Just wanted to be surprised.
And also, speaking on the Star Wars topic, the merchandising is going to be coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness! Toys R Us will be doing a Midnight Madness. I don't know if you know what that is, but for those of you who don't, it's basically, we had a viewer.
Hey.
Oh, but you left. Thanks.
They came here by accident.
And they did not enjoy us. Oh, well, they'll be back, hopefully. But thank you to our one viewer. But the merchandising for Midnight Madness is basically Toys R Us will be doing a big like showcase of all the new merchandise they'll get in. They'll have like a big kind of like celebration. People are going to be coming in like crazy buying every single Kylo Ren Sith Lord and every BB-8 like droid, remote control droid that they're going to.
Oh, they got a remote control.
I don't know.
That's exciting.
That's some. I mean, I wouldn't understand why they want to do that. But for me, what I'm gonna get the Rey figure because Daisy Ridley is bae. I'm in love with Daisy Ridley. If you're watching this, I love you. Marry me. No. I mean, like if you can, I don't know, but
she was probably our one viewer.
Yeah.
What are the odds of that?
That would be really cool. If Daisy, if anybody from any of the cast members or J.J. Abrams, George Lucas or Kathleen Kennedy watching this, hi. But just randomly watch this. But that'd be kind of cool. Just thank you for everything. Because you just make me happy every morning. I wake up thinking, I'm one day closer to Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
And if you have infected the internet, please spare me.
There are no strings on me. There are no strings on me. I like that Pinocchio reference.
I liked all the I don't know if you caught all the religious references. I thought they were really creepy.
Yeah.
Like how he says, "On this rock I will build my church," talking about the vibranium, and the meteor city. I thought it was just made like a creepy, like semi-religious vibe because he had a god complex basically.
Yeah.
The same way that Iron Man did.
Yeah. Anyway, so merchandising, I'm gonna. I really like Daisy Ridley's character. I like where she's gonna be going. I mean, I'm liking every character they've told us about so far. I mean, Kylo Ren, I think, is confirmed as my favorite Sith Lord of all time, even though we've seen like probably about 4 seconds of him on screen. I think he's just pretty cool. I love his mask, his lightsaber, the cross guard. Long live the cross guard.
No more cut off hands in the Star Wars universe.
Jeez.
We don't want any more robot hands. There's been too many.
I'm gonna go broke. I think I'm gonna really start saving for the movie for the merchandising around July, early August. I'm really gonna put some money away for that because I know in my heart and in my mind, and I just know myself, I'm just gonna go completely crazy. Midnight Madness come around. I think you and I might have to help that do some coverage for the podcast.
Okay.
But what else can we talk about? I feel like we're forgetting to talk about something.
There was a little bit more speculation about Spider-Man we didn't talk about.
Oh yeah. Back to Spider-Man. Who's gonna play whom?
Well, yes. There's been a short list of actors going around, possible actors. So we got some like new rumors about that. You want to pull those up? If you can find that. I know Asa Butterfield. Which has been talked about. I don't know how I feel about him. I think he looks like he's 12.
Yeah. These guys look pretty young.
And I just keep seeing him from The Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
Yeah. Yeah, here we go.
So on the left there, that's Asa Butterfield.
Hold on, well, I'm not screen sharing this.
Oh, okay.
I can screen share this.
We're going to screen share here in a second.
Come on. Yeah, like I said, unprofessional. There we have the infinite.
Whoa.
So yeah, here we have Asia Butters, South Park reference.
Yes.
And then we have Tom Holland, who I could see honestly better as Peter Parker.
Yeah. I don't know. He kind of has like
he kind of looks like George. Wait a minute. Are you Tom Holland?
Last time I checked, no. He kind of has like a very plain face. He doesn't really stand out to me.
Put some glasses on there.
I think I remember seeing him in the movie The Impossible, which was like a disaster movie. But I don't really.
Oh, I love this. I love this comment.
Acting.
New Spider-Man was supposed to be a teenager, not a child, because they do look like children.
They are both 18, actually, but they do look very young. So both these actors are 18. They have some time to mature before 2017. Yeah. So maybe
I could play Spider-Man. I'm all up for playing Spider-Man. I got my own costume. I don't know if that matters, but I got my own costume.
Yeah. They talked a little bit about the costume. Mm-hmm. They said that it's already been designed.
Okay.
They've already designed the costume for the new series, and that it's going to be classic Spidey, but it's not going to be like anything we've seen before.
Ooh.
So interesting. I don't know what they mean by that. Classic Spidey. Do they mean? I know the first couple of comics, Spider-Man, he was not red and blue. He was black and red, actually. But the way that they did the comics back then, blue was the highlights to the black.
Yeah.
So it looked like red and blue, and then they made the choice to go red and blue eventually. So maybe I don't think they would do a red and black. I think classic Spidey's red and blue. Really, I think it's the logo they're going to change. Is the main thing. Right there. They're going to do a more classic logo, like a smaller and more rounded logo for classic Spidey.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see.
That's a nice picture there.
Interested to see what they do with the eyes. I really love the costume in Amazing Spider-Man 2. I thought they did it perfect in Amazing.
Okay, here, I'm gonna throw in another prediction for Phase 4, DC versus Marvel.
Ooh,
I highly doubt it, but I mean, we can only pray and hope, right?
Or how about Marvel versus Capcom?
Oh,
let's get some Sonic the Hedgehog in there.
Ooh.
No, that's a little bit into the realm of this just silly, but
that'd be rather interesting to see.
Yeah, Mega Man. Mega Man movie would be cool.
Iron Man versus Mega Man. Phase 4 is just all versus movies.
Oh.
Well, I think that's gonna about wrap it up for this podcast.
That sounds good. I'm a lot happier with this podcast than our last.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have 5 minutes of technical difficulties. We had to change the middle. We had to change the name in the middle of the podcast last time. It's like, we gotta change the podcast name.
Yes, what is our new name?
Saturday Night Geek Podcast.
Saturday Night Geek.
You can find us on Facebook. 25 likes and still going strong.
All right.
So yeah, come find us on Facebook. Follow us for some. I'm trying to get as much news as I can out there for the Facebook page, but I haven't been doing my best. But yeah, come follow us on Facebook and follow us here on my channel, KenFreak7. Hit that subscribe button, and guys, we will see you next week with another wonderful podcast.
All right, I'm Gravy,
and I'm Owen.
Signing out.
See you guys. Avengers Assemble.
Avengers Assemble.